paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers, scum. They're on giant death factories, keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy weird sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot, then the goblins are hobbling round, coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap, we don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet.
I'm sweating like a country pig. I'm gunning beers and taking swigs of ice cold Jack. We're at the track, it's racing day, we're getting smacked. I never really understood this NASCAR shit. I thought, how could I be impressed when cars go left? But then I went and baby, it's the best. The ladies here are fine as spring. They'll hop to a ride on that thing. There's beer and whiskey everywhere. They're smoking rubber in the air. I'm gunning beers, I'm shooting Jack. We're here all day, 500 laps. And when they start them engines up, man, my heart, it starts to pump. Cause Lord, them cars go round and round on hot black asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left. The beer and rubber, perfect mess. They're going fast, they might just crash. And if they do, these ladies flash their country tits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit. It's not loud, we're in the crowd. We're watching cars go round and round. We're in the South, the USA. We fly that flag each goddamn day. And when it's time to watch a race, we crack a beer right on our face. We watch them cars go fast and left. This NASCAR shit's the fucking best. Cause Lord, them cars go round and round on hot black asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left. I'm drunk as shit, I love this mess. They're going fast, they might just crash. And if they do, these ladies flash their country tits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit. Oh, them cars go round and round on hot black asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left. A dirty summer country mess. They're going fast, they might just crash. And if they do, these ladies flash their cartridge hits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit.
Persons under 18 will not be admitted.
In a world where a checkered flag is just the start, meet Ryan Wheeler, the would-be champ who seems to have run his last lap. But when a mysterious figure offers Ryan a dark bargain, promising the throne of speed, he strikes a deal with the devil that will make him ride and die. From ball-busting YouTube sensation and Arca Menard's NASCAR breakout racer Cody Dennison comes his first kick-ass comic creation. This won't be your average ride. It's a tale drenched in bone-chilling horror, soaked in violence, and wrapped around the curves of both the track and the sexiest women that'll make you forget the road ahead. Experience the race of a lifetime, or the damnation of your very soul. Will Ryan outrun his demons, or will he burn in the fiery pits of hell? Don't miss out. Get Cody across the finish line. Back Ride and Die on Indiegogo.
I have read a lot of books, and I think I'm a smart man here. However, there is one book I'm really excited about. It's one coming out soon, and it will blow you all away. The book is called Ride and Die. It's about some race car driver and some big titty demons. My good friend Cody Ake Kamala 331 wrote it, and it is amazing. You should all go back it on Indiegogo, just like I have.
Hey, you. You're finally woke.
Are you guys aware that we almost see no titties in movies anymore? And we only see titties. Has anybody noticed this? Yes, I love titties! Big old titties!
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we're back. Welcome to the Saturday show, and we're about to have a spicy show. I tell you what, man, very, very, very excited. I'm very, very, very excited to get this going, to have some fun today, to talk about some spicy content with y'all, and talk about my future ex-wife, future current internet wife, future ex-wife in real life, Melonie Mac, and all the drama she's going through, and all the titties and asses that are included in this, and all the simps and the gooners. And it's like a giant war. It's like the Battle of Helm's Deep. You got Melonie on the wall with the quartering and razor fist, And then you just got gooners for miles. And they're coming hard. And it's not going to hold. They're going to have to fall back to the main hall, boys. Hide the children in the caves. All right, boys. We got a lot to talk about, boys. There's just so much to talk about. And I will tell you right now that I love Melonie unconditionally. Okay? Me and Melonie have a connection that you guys in the chat just don't understand. You'll never understand it. You'll never experience the kind of love that we share on a biological, microscopic level. Okay? So anybody in the chat that is negative to Melonie, and I mean at all, even a little, I will ban you, and then I will come to your house in Minecraft and burn it down in Minecraft. All right, boys. Here we go. We're going to have some fun tonight. Per band. Damn, control all print. No, do it, motherfucker. Real quick, let me hit these 2 super chats, and we're going to get started. We're going to, hey, April. What's up, baby? Real quick, Billy Hatcher. Did anyone see the satanic panic trend earlier? I was lost as to why it was trending for a bit. It's also going to get chilly in Texas pretty soon, below freezing, so I got my space heaters ready. Also have fun playing Left 4 Dead. I will probably do that tomorrow as well, Billy. I will probably do Left 4 Dead tomorrow night on my alt channel gaming stream for anybody that wants to join. It's Camelot Live, so somebody can post a link for that. Thank you, Billy. I love you for your pink boy. We're up against the 409th Naked Snake in a row. So thank you for your super chat. We're well on our way. Tornado says, is your car going to be featured in Ethan's Master Racers in March? Thank you, Cody. I think it's the number one. It's number one. Like, you know how they're numbered? I think it's the number one, but I don't know if it's included. I don't know. I just know it's numbered 1 on there. Thank you, Tornadoes. And Tornado says, Cody, you're late. Liam Gray always said he loves her and wants to marry her. Well, Liam Gray doesn't look like me. Okay? Liam Gray doesn't look like this. Liam Gray doesn't have this hairline. Liam Gray doesn't race cars and clap bitches. Okay? Let's see him compete for Melonie's love, because I'm pretty sure he's going to falter. Okay? All right. Thank you, Tornadoes. I love you. All right. Anyways. Let's jump on the train today. So there's a lot of people pissed off at Melonie. A lot. Like everyone I know. And these are my friends too. My friends are pissed at Melonie. Even my friends are pissed. And I'm just kind of blown away. Because, like, look, in my honest opinion, I see both sides of it. So I understand if you have some religious viewpoint and you don't think ass and titties should be in gaming as an attempt to only have ass and titties. Now, see, I'm on the other side of that. I prefer ass and titties just because ass and titties exist. You could have a game called Ass and Titties, and then it just shows ass and titties, and the credits roll, and I will purchase it twice, right? So I can tell you my opinion right off the bat, but that doesn't matter to you. That's irrelevant to this show. You know me. You know me, okay? I love ass. So you don't have to question my loyalty to the ass cheeks, okay? But I have to defend my baby, my sweet boo thing, muffin, tiny girl, from all the hate that she's getting online right now. I will not let it happen. And I will not stand here and let you guys slander her name. It's not okay. It's not okay. Thank you again for your super chats. So I'm going to pull up a video. We're going to react to some stuff. And also, I'm going to go over all the tweets. All the tweets, boys. We're going to have fun. We're going to have fun, man. What are you saying, Rage? Is that a negative thing, Rage? What are you saying? What is that? What do you mean, Rage? What are you saying? All right. Anyways, let me put my headset on. Let's go. My headset is stuck on my space heater. It's cold, man. Damn, son. And my heating bill is like $800 a freaking month right now. So I'm trying to cut back, okay? I got fire in my fireplace going. Got space heaters, man. That's how we roll, okay? Alabama, it's like a whole 30 degrees. That's just too much. Oh, bro. Oh, it's 40. Ah, that's pretty good. Everybody in the chat, bro, I'm from Antarctica. It's 2 here. You're a bitch. Yeah, I get it. I'm a bitch. Okay. All right. I get it. My comfort is not as uncomfortable as you. Okay. All right. So first off, we're going to jump into V. V's my boy. V is one of the only people that defended me over the goofy VTuber shit. Okay. V defended me, and I deserve defending because I'm a good-hearted man. Cobalt, what's up, man? I saw your community post. You have a 14-year-old. I'm glad you're repairing your relationship with her. I started my journey with my daughter October 2023. Hang in there. It's worth it. Much love. Thank you so much for your orange boy. I love you, Cobalt. You are the man, the myth, the legend. One red boy from a rainbow night already. Look at my boy. Look at my boy. Look at my boy. Thank you, dude. I love you, Cobalt. Orange boy for Cobalt, everybody. Thank you, dude. Grifty says, ready for Alabama snowstorm? We had one last week. Thank you, Grifty. I love you. I was not here. I was in Daytona. And also, I won't be here for this current one because I'll be in California. I will not be here either week, luckily. So I'll get to avoid the snow. All right, here we go. So first off, we're going to pull up V's video because I love V. And we're going to have some fun. And we're going to react to it. And I'm going to see if I disagree with V. Okay? If he says anything negative about my honey boo-boo child, I will throw down. I will go to Romania. I will get through the crowds of gypsies to take down V. Okay? He'll see. He'll see it coming. He don't know. He don't know what I'm capable of, man. Okay? All right. Anyways, let's just jump right into it and have a good time. And also like the show. Very important, boys. Like the show. Stop being plebs in the chat. John Smith says, what's in California? Kern County Raceway. I'll be racing the ARCA opener at Kern County Raceway. And then we have 3 weeks later, we'll have Daytona.
Y'all seen this. If y'all haven't seen it, it's been some crazy stuff going down. Apparently, according to a few people, this is now considered Coomer or Gooner bait. Now, for those who have never seen this clip, this is a clip of a character, doing a little dancey dance, nothing.
Yes. By the way, yes. It says, is this what gamers want in this tiny, you probably can't read it because, StreamYard. But this caption from Pirate Nation says, is this what gamers want? Yes. Look, dude, I got to be honest with you. Right out the gate, okay? Gamers, the majority of gamers are men, okay? This is part A, lesson 1, okay? The majority of gamers are men. 80% of men in the U.S. are not sexually active. Therefore, ass cheeks, positive. That's a positive. I'm just putting that out there, okay? I'm okay with it, and I'm cool with it. And I get that people are not. But that being said, also, who else other than men are gamers? Women. Guess what women like? Ass cheeks. It's crazy, right? So that's just going to happen, boys. All right. Look, 80% of people. This is why Melonie's getting shit on, right? 90% of people, I'll just say it, 90 or maybe more % of people want the ass cheeks. And I'm one of them. Okay. All right. I'm one of them. Now, granted, I would trade all the gamer ass cheeks for Melonie ass cheeks. But that she knows that. Okay. All right. That's not in the equation. Okay.
Nothing too major, right? Pirate Nation asks, is this what gamers want? The question itself is kind of loaded in my personal opinion, but it could be, it could not be. It depends, right? It could be just something for engagement purposes, right? Or just to start a conversation. But what gets me is the answer right here from Melonie Mac. Not me. I like attractive characters, but I don't want to play with something with naked butts, boobs, or bulges up in my face. I feel like a total loser playing something.
So Melonie Mac keeps getting herself into a pickle, and she doesn't understand why. She is absolutely baffled. As you can see, she is making this post right here. Society has gotten so disgusting that you're likely to get shamed more for calling out degeneracy than for actively promoting degeneracy. And so it seems to me like she is in dire need of wisdom. If you're a Christian,
I kind of agree with that. In the U.S., yeah. So look, you have to boil this down a little bit, right? So it says society has gotten so disgusting that you're likely getting shamed more for calling out degeneracy than for actively promoting degeneracy. That's true in the U.S. or all Western culture. Western culture is 100% about degen time. Degen time. Now, look, porn's always been there. Titties and asses have always been there. It was way, way, way more prevalent in the 80s. Go watch a horror movie from the 80s, all the way up to 2011. Watch them. Titties and ass. And I'm all about it, okay? I'm not ashamed to admit my love for it. I miss it. But that is the way of the world in Western culture. Is it good? Yeah. Maybe for like local societies, right? Or your daughters or people, you know, involved in your daily life. Not, I guess, media or entertainment, right? I would not want a 14-year-old girl like in literal ass Daisy Dukes cut up to the cheeks walking around at Riverfest when I'm trying to eat my snow cone, okay? I'll literally see that and be like, that's gross. What are you doing? Right? That's degeneracy that deserves to be called out, in my opinion. But the issue is who is allowing this to happen? That 14-year-old girl's mom is allowing it to happen. And she will not be shamed for said degeneracy because the West has changed significantly since these times. Right? And I feel like that means everything is catching up. Now, here's the issue. You can disagree or agree that you don't like ass cheeks, like in your face. I get it. Here's the issue. When you go a little far when you're like, porn should be banned. And I think me and Melonie had we had an hour-long debate on one of my shows about porn being banned. I don't even consume porn. It's kind of rare, you know. Maybe I'm lonely and I'm in a hotel off in Iowa somewhere, you know, alone. And I'm like, you know what? I think it's time to light some candles, sit in the tub, you know, get my laptop out, go to the classics, you know, Heather Brooke or something, and, you know, grind one out for the boys back home. Okay. That's fine. Okay. But there is an issue where people are completely addicted to it. Now, how do you police that? In my opinion, you can't, because to police it, you have to censor or take away. And I'm not about taking away nothing. Okay. I ain't about that life. No taking it away. Right? Because that's the only way to fix it. Because I had friends growing up that quite literally slapped their shillelagh around vigorously like 12 times a day. I'm not joking. They would tell me, oh yeah, I do it like 12 times a day. And I'm like, how do you have time to do anything else? That's too much. You're addicted. It's causing you an issue, right? So there's just two sides of it, but the only way to take it away is to take it away. And I don't want to take it away. Damn you, son.
I would like you to pray for Melonie Mac because she seems to be in dire distress. She is thirsting for knowledge. She's trying to find her place in the world. You see, as a recent convert, and if you're not aware, like she used to be very huge on LGBT issues, she recently have found religion, but she's very misguided, right? Like she thinks that because she has found religion, she's probably better than the rest of us. Like even though she has led a sinful life up until now, because she has found Jesus, it has placed her in a place of authority, if you will. Like she has a bigger understanding than the rest of us. And we need to pray for the Lord to humble her, to make her understand that she needs to fear God and that just like all the other humans, she's no different. Like she is with us, right? Like she's not above us. And this requires a lot of prayer from Christians, a lot of asking for divine guidance, if you will.
I love V, man. Something about him makes me laugh every time I listen to him. I completely disagree with this, but I love him. It's hilarious. He's just so funny. I disagree that Melonie thinks she's better than anyone else. Now, granted, look, there's biology. There's biology here, okay? There's very important biological issues here. Does Melonie probably think she's better than a lot of you bitches that are like overweight and gross? Yes. But that's a different reason. Okay, Melonie looks slick as hell. All right. I would drink 2 full glasses of Melonie for sure. Okay. 10%. We've already talked about this. But I don't think she thinks that way religiously. Now, keep in mind, I'm having to speak from my perspective. I have talked to Melonie about religion. I've talked to Melonie about video games, titties, porn. All you could watch the streams. Me and Melonie have like 4 3-hour-long shows together. Okay. We disagree at every single corner, and she still will DM me asking me how I'm doing. All right. Ask me if the wedding plans are correct when she sends them to me. Right. So if she thought she was better based on religion, she would have blocked my Coomer ass a long time ago. But she doesn't. Okay. This is where it's misguided. Now, look, I talked to Hypnotic. Hypnotic got blocked by her ass. It may be fixed by now, but this was like 2 days ago. Hypnotic got blocked by her. Right? And another guy got blocked by her. And I'm pretty sure Smash JT's blocked as hell by now. Right? Here's the issue. She doesn't know these people like she knows me. Okay. Intimately. All right. That's the point. She may be slightly older than me, but she looks way better than me. Right. So I need to tunnel vision out of this, bro. Okay. This is very important. Real quick, Jay Bama says, Funny Mac has a giant Laura Croft in her background. Yeah, dude. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with Laura Croft. The Daisy Dukes are athletic. They serve a purpose because she's raiding tombs. You don't raid tombs in sweats. It's hot in tombs, bro. Come on, Jay. You know this. You go to the gym, dude. Thank you, Jay. Squid says, I'd play with him Tig old Biddy. She's a bit crazy these days. Tig? Who you talking about? No, Melonie's got the Mewtwo build. Thank you, Squid. I love you. No, dude. That's why I like her. Mewtwo build. You know? She's shaped like an otter. Love the otter build, bro. It's great. Thank you, Squid. Love you. Squid, Orange Boy. Thank you, dude. By the way, we're a fifth of the way to Naked Snake. Get on it. Doggone it. My boy coming in strong. Get on it. Love you, dude. All right, let's continue. Now, again, real quick, I legitimately don't think Melonie thinks she's better than people because of religion. I think Melonie probably thinks she's better than people because she's in shape. They're not. She probably thinks she's more intelligent. They're not. And she probably thinks her opinions hold more weight because she holds less weight, personally. You know what I'm saying? And that's just natural, okay? I don't hold it against her. What's up? You know? I feel the same way. If I see like an overweight person and they're like, I disagree with you. And I'm like, that's not allowed. You can't disagree with me. You're shaped like a basketball, son. All right, anyways.
Well, because Melonie Mac is suffering, and she's suffering from what we like to call the convert zeal. It's when a person that hasn't lived a Christian life, like they weren't born in a Christian household, but they usually live the life of sin and, as she calls it, degeneracy. When finding religion, they believe that they have a better understanding than everyone else. And again, like they believe that God themselves have placed them in a position as the shepherd. But the reality is that we already have priests. We already have religious leaders. And we don't need Twitter evangelists to dictate to us, right? So what Melonie Mac here is failing to understand is that you can still shame degeneracy in society just fine. Like I occasionally has shamed degeneracy in society, but you need to do it in a way that doesn't make you look like a hypocrite. So the problem with Melonie is that
okay, so here's where we're going to start getting into the meat and the potatoes of everything. A lot of people are like, oh, well, she says she doesn't want ass cheeks in game. You know, I like ass cheeks, whatever. I get it. Well, here's where the issue lies. Because previously, she was against the censorship of Stellar Blade, which started this whole thing, right? She's like, ass cheeks in Stellar Blade based, ass cheeks in, you know, this other game not based, right? And that's where everything started burning down, right? And also, to slightly disagree with you, just a hair here, I'm quite positive that when you are of the Christian faith, especially the devout Christian faith, you are required to try to, I wouldn't say lecture, but course correct any kind of behavior that you would see as against your belief structure. Pretty sure that's like what you're supposed to do. I don't like it at all. Personally, I hate that shit. I don't like when people are like, I'm like, nah, get on my face. Okay. But That's kind of what they're required to do. I'm pretty sure, you know. But hey, it's all good.
She wants to live in a society where she does the shaming, right? Like where she is the shamer, but she doesn't like to be the shamee. Like she doesn't enjoy when other people shame her for her behavior. And usually, again, like the person that finds the convert zeal, they will try to ignore their past, and they will say, no, everything that I done in the past should be forgiven, no matter how bad it is. But now I live in the now, so you should only judge me in the now. And when people judge her in the now, she is still upset, right? Because the reality is she doesn't want to be the shamee. Like, she wants to be the community leader. But it is very difficult to adopt Christianity just as an aesthetic if you're not going to act the Christian lifestyle. So if you're going to show yourself on camera wearing 7 chokers and as if you've fallen into a vat of makeup, with shoulders and midriff exposed, with your arms exposed, filled with tattoos, and you're not looking modest at all.
Come on, V. Come on, V. Okay. Come on, V. Come on, man. What Melanie's drip right here is very modest. She got her shoulders out. All right. She got the chokers on. She looks 2003 goth. I dig it. Right? Yeah. There is no drip that is Christian unless you're like a hyper 1800s Christian, right? This is totally modest and fine. She looks sexy. I don't see no midriff. I wish I saw some midriff. I see no midriff. Where's my midriff, V? Come on, baby. V.
But you're going to start shaming people about degeneracy. There may be a little disconnect over there. There may be some people wondering, like, is this person like legitimately a God-fearing woman? Or is it a person that used to be a leftist activist enjoying using the ideology to shame others? And now that leftism isn't in vogue, she is doing the exact same mindset, trying to shame others, but using Christianity as the vessel. And I do think that it's quite a legit question, because if you look at other people like Vara Dark, for instance, she presents herself very modestly on camera. Like she behaves more like a...
Vera got a sneaker build, though. Vera got that sneaker build. Got a big ol' ass on her.
Christian than other Twitter evangelists. And I think like this is why a lot of people do not accept the shame coming from Melonie Mac, because in order to be shamed by someone, that person either needs to be in a position of authority, or you need to look up to that person. And it is very difficult for Christians to look up at people that cover their bodies in tattoos and make lewd thumbnails in order to try.
All right, we gotta go. I gotta go see if she has lewd thumbnails real quick, because I don't believe that either. Damn, V, he goblin maxing right now. He's all over my girl. V, why you on my girl right now? Leviticus 19:28 says no to tattoos. I don't believe modern day Christians or most sects of Christianity follow the Old Testament. I might be wrong now. Look, I ain't a God-fearing man. All right, let's go to Melonie Mac. Melonie Mac. Go boom. There's gaming. Gooner Gate addressed. Let's just go to Melonie Mac. Go boom. All right, let's check it out. Let us look and see if she got some thirst trap thumbs here. Midriff. V, there's some midriff. Thirst trap. Well, a little bit of drift. No, see, I don't see it. A little bit of drift. She just looks like a girl. Now, look, I gotta be honest here. She just looks like a female. And I think what V is leaning into here is if she was like a fat chick with this drip, it would be like normal. I mean, whatever, right? But she's like, Melonie's hot, right? So I guess you could say it's thirst trapping because she's just hot. But she can't control her hotness, right? Isn't every thumbnail with Melonie in it a thirst trap? That's what I'm saying. Well, that using this logic, yes. But no, I definitely think that's a reach by my boy V, because I don't really see much thirst in here. I mean, dude, I can go to most any female content creator that's large, and they have like their tits out in every single thumb. Zia got some thirst traps in her thumbnail, right? So I don't think that's the same. I think it's a little reachy. You know what I'm saying?
To lecture others about how to behave. But the channel itself is bewildering. Like, the things themselves that she is doing are bizarre. For instance, she dedicated a lot of her time in order to advocate for sexy women in video games. And this is how she found her community. Like, a lot of people have noticed that in Western culture, female characters in video games are desexualized. And this was done through the ideology of the TERFs, right? Like, they said that the male gaze is evil. And so a lot of people were looking up to other content creators that were saying, can we stop with this ridiculous notion?
And this is where shit hit the fan, because I agree with V here, right? 100% agree with V here, because he's saying that there was an audience that was like, we need a hot ass chick to advocate for hot ass chicks. And that's what Melonie does, you know? She's right there. She's like, yes, I want attractive females in games, because, you know, and I've seen it. I think, well, you know, everybody has seen it. That's probably why it's creating such a stink, is because I saw, you know, I've seen her tweet about it. I've seen her make videos about it where she's advocating for less ugly characters. But does less ugly mean basically nude? And I think what we're caught in here is the black and white's non-nuance of parasocial internet like communities. I think we all experience these same things. There's nuance here. The issue is on the internet, you have to pick a side, right? And Melonie has released a statement about this as well, which I'm going to go over. But that's kind of where I think we're trapped in this gray area, right?
Like, things that are titillating and stimulating femininity itself is part of human nature. Getting aroused is part of human nature. Now, we're not asking for pornography, but the eradication of the male gaze is not something that should happen in art. And so this is what Melonie Mac in her channel has done consistently, making fun of game journalists that were asking for the removal of the male gaze. And I suppose that now that she is getting what she wants, and there are video games that are being made today, which seem to be on the right trajectory,
like Marvel Rivals and whatnot. This tweet says, I didn't realize you couldn't play games like a normal person, and that taking pervy screenshots in the most provocative outfits possible was how the game was supposed to be played. And here I was actually interested in the gameplay as a cute character. Oh, silly me. I've been playing games wrong this whole time.
She doesn't like this. And I think she doesn't like this because she's a contrarian. I genuinely think this is what defines Melonie Mac. Like, she likes to be on the opposite end of any discussion, and she likes to use ideology in order to get some form of authority. Like, she's not using her expertise, you know, like she studied video gaming history for the last couple of decades, or she studied human culture and she has expertise in that. No, she's going to use ideology, right? Like, the Lord is on my side. Jesus would play the video games that I like. Jesus Christ is fine with Stellar Blade, right? Like, Jesus Christ would play Tomb Raider, but Jesus Christ would not play The Last Descendant. This is literally how the conversation started, by the way. She picked up the game The Last Descendant, where a woman's plump tushy was in view. It was covered, but she demanded that this is degenerate. And in other posts, she said that degeneracy and pornography have to be banned. So people that put one and one together concluded that she wants to ban video games. And now she has to do all these mental gymnastics in order to try to rationalize, well, no, actually, I don't want them banned, but no, wait, I do. Like, listen. I want my simps to say that these games should be censored, while I will try to distance myself far enough so that it looks like I'm in a gray area. So when I see people associated with me asking for these games to be censored, I won't condemn that. And in fact, I'll pretend I don't see it. But when I see other people attacking me for it, I will just make arguments such as this. You're against gooder games, but you bought Stellar Blade. I didn't realize you couldn't play games like a normal person, and that taking pervy screenshots in the most provocative outfits was how the game was supposed to be played. That is a lie. Stellar Blade has cut.
Oh, I love it. His ass cheeks right there.
Scenes like this.
I mean, but like, look, here's the issue. Her outfit in this game is specifically engineered for her acrobats. Okay. She could not make these acrobatic moves if she had blue jeans on, like loose blue jeans, right? Here's our issue. That's why this game's okay.
Right, like the game forces you to witness these types of cutscenes. And this is a game that
AM Harbinger says she does have a costume of blue jeans. Yeah. We don't need that. We don't. No. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? No, man. No, get out of here with that shit.
Christian Melonie Mac promotes. So I assume Jesus Christ enjoys Stellar Blade, but for some reason, Jesus Christ does not enjoy the First Descendant. And so if you're going to make all of these logical inconsistencies, people are going to shame you as a person, not because your religion, not because you're trying to get rid of degeneracy, but because you're trying to water down definition, set bizarre standards that you yourself don't uphold, follow a religion where you get to pick and choose which side you like. Like, for instance, modesty is not something you like. You wouldn't like other people lecturing you how to dress in front of the camera, but you want to lecture other people what games they should play. How is that fair? Why should people listen to you? Why is that something that we want from our Twitter community? Because I understand this is another talking point. It's like, what?
All right. So I think we have a good idea of what's going on, right? Melanie did respond to this, and I want to see this because this is very important. Okay. I agree with a lot of the things that V says. Disagree with a few things he's saying. Squid says this whole argument between Melanie and everyone else is subjective Gooner paradox. It's art if the game isn't meant to be lustful, but even the games that are meant to be lustful can be considered art. Still want hot women. I agree. Look, first things first, I disagree with Melanie in the terms of we need to, get rid of porn or outright degeneracy in games. I'm the opposite. She knows that. We've talked about that before. Respectfully disagree. I'm watching a new show, and it's not new, but it's a new show to me, and it's called Banshee, and there is a sex scene every 20 minutes, and it is like raunch, and I'm all about it. Let's go. They're making up for lost time. Squid, I love you, dude. Thank you, Squid. Appreciate you. We're almost a fourth of the way to the Naked Snake already. Actually, we are a fourth of the way. We're almost a third of the way. Thank you, Squid. Gabriel Knight with a penis on the titties. Squirt. What are you doing, dude? You degenerate. How could you? Thank you, dude. Love you, Gabriel. But Melonie Mac did respond to this, so we're gonna jump right on that real quick, and I'm gonna tell you if I continue to agree with Melanie in this whole debate here. Where is it? Oh, there it is. All right. So here it is. We're gonna hear from the angel's mouth herself. Look at her. God, what an adorable little human. All right. Does she talk fast? I don't know if I want to go too fast now. Scare me. Beep, beep, beep. Freedom of choice. No step on snake. I agree. No walkover worm. What's up, Sonia? How you doing, baby? Thank you, Sonia, for supporting my video game stream the other night. It really means a lot to me. The video game stream was random on my other channel, and we will have another one tomorrow. So feel free to join tomorrow. Going to be around the same time, so don't miss it. Here we go.
Okay, so this video has been a long time coming. A little over a month ago, I got canceled from the anti-woke side, right? Canceled or cancel attempt. You know, it is what it is. I lost a lot of followers here on YouTube and on X because I said I do not want perversion in video games.
My poor girl. I just want to hug her. Tell her everything's going to be all right. Give her a forehead kiss. She's been through a lot, man. She's been through a lot, and she needs some love and support from you, boy, and his big, strong arm. Jadine. Damn it, Cody, you got a comic book and a t-shirt. The hell with this crap. Melonie Mac can do it, never say whatever. Yeah, I agree. You got a comic, bro? What's up? Thank you, man. Love you, Jadine. Love you, Jadine. Thank you, baby. What does cancel mean anymore? I think cancel has kind of devolved into people are saying bad things about me. And I think the biggest proprietor of using the word cancel completely wrong is Aaron Amholt. Aaron Amholt will say the dumbest shit and it get caught in an obvious lie, which is fine, you know, and then be like, they're trying to cancel me. I'm like, bro, you lied. And everybody's like, you lied. And he's like, oh, they're canceling me. I'm like, but you lied. Just say you lied. Who cares? No one cares. You can still stream. No one cares. It's fine. Thank you, Jadine. I love you. All right, let's get back to my girl here.
And that includes that of the straight variety, right? Now, some people I've learned that the anti-woke, there are different factions in the anti-woke crowd. I am a Christian. Everything I do, everything I say, everything in my life is centered around Christ. So I didn't make this channel 3 years ago to put my neck out there to get blacklisted from the video game industry so I can't even do mainstream work like I used to do. I didn't put myself in that position to call out the perversion with a queer ideology and this, that, and the other that has been infecting everything. I didn't put myself in that position just so I could turn around and push perversion just because it's straight. Not going to happen. Now, if you want some sort of context, I can give you a little bit. I'm not going to show the actual video because I do have a lot of Christians who follow me who probably wouldn't appreciate having something like that thrown on the screen. But a lot of you already know what I'm referring to. Now, this is a game called The First Descendant.
Pickle says she's perfect. I agree, man. I agree.
Didn't play it. Didn't really comment on the game itself. I commented on the material that was presented in question. And the material that was presented in question of the tweet that blew up and got me so much backlash and hate and saying I was betraying everybody was a video of a character dancing and shaking her butt in a thong with the camera focused on it. Again, I'm not going to post it just out of respect to my fellow Christian viewers. And I know some guys are struggling with pornography and they don't want to see that because of that reason. Not only
I'm struggling right now watching Melonie, bro. Look, I'm joking. Okay, calm down. This is a comedy show, kind of. I'm joking a little. It's like 10% joke, you know? Redneck Hipster says, I appreciate her consistency. Well, here's the issue. Yeah, I'm going to change it, Jenna, a little bit because she's not talking super fast. So that's good. I didn't know if she's going to be one of those people that are like, blah, blah, you know? No. Calm down, everybody in chat. Look, it was not a thong, Cecil. Cecil's like, I inspected hours, bruh. Come on, dude. Dole says, quit simping, bruv. She's like 40. She is 40 glorious years. That's just 40 more times the reason to love her. How about you chill out, dull and tired? Because I'm not dull and tired. I'm enraged in my loins. Yeah, Melonie's going to hate me over this. But look, I love her, so I'm just going to do it anyway. I'm being my true self. Okay. I'm showing my support. Jadine, does Melonie Mac have hypocrisy all humans do? Do not cancel. She's hot as... I'm right there with you, Jadine. Bro, me and Jadine are on the same page right now, dude. Thank you, Jadine. I love you. The super chats are coming in. Rather Guy says, hands check, Cody. This one's shiny from the lotion, but it's a different reason. Thank you, Rod Guy. That's a joke, kind of. Thank you, Rod Guy. Let's continue.
Was I grossly misrepresented and told, oh, what are you talking about? You're being a prude because this character was 80% clothed, huh? Funny that you want to use those words. Oh, but she's 80% clothed, even if that includes nothing on the bottom. It kind of doesn't matter. almost don't pretend, at least don't play stupid with me. Don't pretend that there was not lustful intent with that video. And that is not what the intent of the whole question was, right? Because here's the thing. There is a side of the anti-woke that are like me and are like, hey, I don't want perversion in our media. I don't want this to seep through our mainstream media. When they ask the question, is this what gamers want? No, I don't want that. Just like I don't want the queer stuff and I don't want the gay stuff, right? I'm not forcefully taking this stuff out of existence, but I am shaming it, just like I do the gay stuff, because it poisons society. So I do the same thing with this. Now, again, people are like, oh, well, what about, I'm like, I didn't say. My only experience with this game that I have seen has been people posting cleavage shots, butt shots, and camel toe shots. And the question was, and there's another side of the gamer anti-woke side that says that have been against the queer stuff with us, with me, and why perhaps they think we're on the same team is probably because we agreed on this. So they were loud and proud speaking against the queer stuff, but it's like, oh, wait a minute. You weren't against the queer stuff for any sort of moral reason. You were against the queer stuff because you weren't attracted to it, but you still want something equally as perverted, but just something that you are attracted to.
And that makes sense. That completely makes sense, right? Now, will she address Stellar Blade? Because I agree with this. Obviously, you're not going to want degeneracy on the, an extreme side. You wouldn't also want degeneracy on the other side, right? Now we have to get to where, is she going to say she wants it banned by the government? Which, me, I don't want the government to do nothing about anything ever. Government needs to do less things, right? Less shit. So that's our issue. That's what my hang up is. Will she ask to ban it permanently? Ass Cheeks and Games, right? The issue with, disliking forced LGBTQ stuff in games is the fact that A, bad writing, B, it's completely forced, and C, it's not banned, but people vote with their wallets the way they should, right? You should vote with your wallet. Voting with your wallet will naturally, through the system of capitalism, weed that shit out, right? Justin says, not sure I can make Bakersfield. Money's tight. How far away are you from Bakersfield, baby? Thank you, Justin. Malik says, you know what also poisons society? Fanaticism. Like religious fanaticism? Is that what you're saying? Thank you, dude.
But it's like, hold up, I don't relate to you. That's not me either. And let's just talk about what is one of my arguments against the queer and the gay stuff that they keep adding to these games. These games keep tanking. They lack substance because these perverts, these queer perverts, want to insert their ideology into the game instead of actually making a good game. So guess what? They crash. Well, you know what? Same thing happened here. Here you have a game where the main focus and selling point has been driven by perverted reasons. And so, yeah, okay, here you had a peak of 264,000, and then now it is at 9,000 concurrent players. It dramatically dropped. Let's be real. If we're going to call Dragon Age the Veilguard a flop, this too is also a flop.
I do have to say, she's right here, but I have to say, I did like the adult games on Newgrounds when I was a teenager. That was the major selling point for my ass. Okay.
Just because you are attracted to it, does it change the fact? And as a gamer, I keep seeing the gaming industry and video games as a whole hijacked by perverts, people who want their ideologies in the game. So when you have the gay stuff, you also have another branch of perverts, who the gooners, if you will, who are watching a ton of pornography, and they want that inserted in everything in their life, and they also need validation. You know how the alphabet community...
I would disagree. I'm a gooner. I think I'm a gooner. I feel like I'm a gooner. And here's how I'll explain my goonerness. I don't consume much porn at all. If you compare me to another person that would consume porn, I guarantee you it's less. I'm less. It's like once a month, maybe. It's pretty rare. Granted, I have a regular sex life, right? My sex life. So I don't know how that would play out if I didn't. Maybe I don't really know. But as it stands right now, I don't consume much porn. But I consider myself a gooner because the female form makes my blood pressure and my heart rate increase to abnormal levels. And I can't control it. You know what I'm saying? I got testosterone of a silverback gorilla, man. Okay, you don't understand. I see like those two dimples right above the ass crack. I don't know what I'll do. I don't know what I'll do. I would fight in a war for that. Right? So that's why I consider me a gooner. Okay? That's why I consider, but I don't consume corn. And Melanie's saying right here that people that would like Smash Cheeks in some games as their main focus also consume a ton of corn. I do not. Now, granted, I don't play a lot of video games, and I also don't really ever play as women. I've never really cared for it. I'm always like to play as buff dudes. A little bit gay. It's fine. And also, you know, I wouldn't be interested in a game that has just ass cheeks as its main focus. Now, to skip ahead a little bit, Marvel Rivals, Stellar Blade is, you know, a solid game from everything that I had looked for. Also, Marvel Rivals is apparently a very, very good game that happens to have some tight clothes in it, right? So that's the issue. Now, her argument is this game is trash balls, and people were, you know, propping it up because of ass cheeks, right? And that's where her problem lies. So there's the nuance that I'm gathering here. My issue is in banning it, and that's what we're going to come into real quick. Jadine says, I want games to be as lewd as possible. If you don't like it, don't buy it. Here's my opinion, Jadine. On this subject matter, I don't really care. Right? I don't really care if they're degenerate or not. I'm, you know, well, see, my position has always been let people do whatever they want to do. I don't really care. As long as you're not like enforcing stuff on children or, you know, hurting people within reason, like, you know, actually hurting them physically, or overdiagnosing them with certain things. I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like my issue with the whole like trans deal. I never really had an issue to begin with. But I'm just like, hey man, wait till people are adults. That's fine with me. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of where I lie. Whereas Melody would probably disagree. So that's kind of where that is. Somebody said something that was funny. Where'd it go? I only read half of it though. It might not be as funny as I thought. Zachary says, I'm a little behind on the stream, but Camelot's defense is basically, but I blow that back out so she's not. Oh! Ironside says, she's exactly like the woke chicks who want everything made to cater exactly to her brand of ideology and standards. There's no difference between her and Anna Sarkeesian and Alyssa Mercante. Well, I'm going to like hold my opinion on that until we get further in the video. So here's the issue is, does she want it banned? Right? So she's saying that just because something has ass cheeks in it doesn't really make it a good game. Just like having forced LGBTQ, like, you know, inclusion without writing a good game or characters doesn't exactly make a good game. Kind of like the same thing on both sides, right? Whereas, hey, you have a great game and there happens to be ass cheeks in it, right? You can have a great game that happens to have a gay character in it, right? I enjoyed the new Evil Dead, and there was like one of the kids is trans in Evil Dead, and they get brutally killed. There was no plot armor there, you know. Ironside, how you doing? And I enjoyed it. Love you, Ironside. Thank you, baby. Renee Villarreal says, it may be that she doesn't understand people's perspective. Perspective. That's like a tongue twister. Elaborate a little bit more on that, Renee, in the chat for me, if you don't mind. Thank you, Renee. I love you. I appreciate you. All right, let's continue, guys. Sorry. I clicked the wrong thing. I apologize.
Community, LGBT, all that kind of stuff. You know, they're always screaming for validation. Not only if you are against them, if you are against their ideology, they want to crucify you. They not only need you to just be like, oh, whatever. They need your validation. And they can't cope with you being against it. And I have seen this same vitriol with the Gooners after Goonergate. So I not only, like, I can't, they want me actively promoting this stuff, or I have betrayed them because I am against it. They need validation for what they're doing and what they're promoting because it's perverted. And they deep down, some of them may be in a more reprobate state, but deep down, you know it's perverted. And that's why they need the validation. That's
what is this? Is this a robot? Sorry, I know I'm like derailing, but what is this?
Because it's perverted. And they deep down, some of them may be in a more reprobate state, but deep down, you know it's perverted. And that's why they need the validation. That's why
this little dog is just itching forever.
You have to have pride parades for gay people and troons people cutting their body parts off to try to pretend like they're the other gender. That's why they need whole parades. That's why they need a whole month to celebrate. That's why they need to see it plastered all over every store in the month of June.
Oh my God, Melonie, take this poor dog to the vet. Holy shit. That was 30 solid seconds. This little boy be bleeding after that, dude. Oh my God. You see that shit? Woo. Keep in mind, this is on 1.5 speed. That dog was going hard. Hard. Woo. All right. Anyways, let me rewind a little because I was so preoccupied with that dog.
You know it's perverted. And that's why they need the validation. That's why you have to have pride parades for gay people and troons people cutting their body parts off to try to pretend like they're the other gender. That's why they need whole parades. That's why they need a whole month to celebrate. That's why they need to see it plastered all over every store in the month of June, because they have to work so hard to create enough validation that will overcome the sense of shame that they feel deep down because they know it's wrong. And so you have that same demand.
I just love Melonie's passion.
From these gooners to create this more validation than the shame that they feel for being pornography brain. Now you have certain people who know that it's wrong and they're trying to do better. And hey, God bless you. Read the Bible, seek Jesus. Only he can help you. And I say this to the queer side as well. And I have the same stance on queers as I do these gooners. Is that, hey, yes, what you're doing is shameful. Yes, I think this stuff is shameful and I don't want it in my entertainment because it's shameful and it's hurting society. It's disgusting and it's perverted. No, I don't want it. Do I think that people participating in these activities are losers? Yes. But you know what? It doesn't mean you have to always be a loser. Have I ever been a loser? Have I?
I thought she was going to say no. Does that mean you're a loser? Yes, it does. For clarification, I disagree with all this. I'm not religious, so I have no problem with people that happen to be gay or part of the LGBTQ. I've never really had a problem with it. Janine says, look, not saying that you buy this game for your kids. As a parent, it's your job as a parent to let your kids play this type of games. Yeah, sure, but I don't think she's actually referring to children. I think she's referring to just everyone, right? Because her stance, from what I gather, is, corn is hurtful to men in society, which likely is probably true. And I think everything should be done in moderation. Here's the issue is the only way to fix it is to ban it. And I'm not for banning anything, right? Within reason. So thank you, Janine. I love you. I appreciate you. Squid says even her dog's good. That's what I was thinking for a second. I thought her dog was getting them guts. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I've seen dogs do it, dude. Riley Guy says at the end of your day, SMEC sells. Always does, always will. All you can do is control yourself and your choices. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. I agree with that. Now, I think there's a pendulum swing where if you have an ass cheek on the cover of your game and in the trailer, it might sell. But if the game's not good in general, that's going to fall off after a year or two, right? Ass cheeks will no longer bring in the money if the game sucks. And I think that's what, Melonie's kind of alluding to right here. Thank you, Rob.
I participated in activity.
Donna, I'm sorry, Donna. I'm so stupid. It's not like the characters. If not like the characters and don't buy it. I did play Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball. Oh my God, what a great game! Scrapbook update. Getting the end of Watkins Glen. A lot of progress now. Over 3 aces left. Hell yeah, yeah. By the way, Donna, Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball was the shit. The shit. Now I'll be completely transparent with you. I never cranked out a single rope to that game, and I loved it. I actually really enjoyed the volleyball. I'm going to be honest. I thought it was fun. But yeah, anyways. But I thought, and also I really enjoyed unlocking the string bikini at the end of the game. I felt pretty accomplished.
Activities that made me a loser? Yes, but I have sought Jesus Christ and I walk with Jesus Christ, and it is walking with Jesus Christ that gives me the strength to avoid and to overcome temptations that if I were to succumb to would make me a loser. Okay.
What is she trying to say here? She trying to say if I walked up off the beach with my abs out in like, some like tight boy shorts, right? And my hair slicked to one side, she would be a loser if she thought I was sexy. I'm calling cap on that one, Melonie. Let's go. What's up? That would be degenerate, Mike. No, that would be peak. Imagine the babies we can make.
So that's the thing. When I talk about the Gooners, all this stuff, it's not from a place that you're never going to amount to anything, but it is from a place of, hey, what you're doing and what you're promoting and what you're normalizing and what you want normalized in society and in video games in general to desensitize people is perverted. It's hurting you. It's loser activities. Now there's all these whataboutisms. What about Lara Croft? What about this? Don't pretend. And so you're either coming from bad faith or you are delusional because you are so desensitized from women because you watch so much pornography that you can't even see a woman without thinking of pornographic things. Lara Croft, she's created with a curvy body type.
Well, I will say, if I'm at the gym and girl got them cheeks on, you know the ones, you know the the leggings, you guys know what I'm talking about, and that thin waist, and she squats 225, bruh. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm not acting on nothing, obviously. I'm not harming nobody, but in my mind, I'd like to see them cheeks. I'm just saying, I'm like, damn, yeah. Color me triggered nose. Yeah, dude. Yeah. But does that mean I'm a bad person? No. Thank you, Juicy Booch. Love you. Juicy Booch.
Type. Curvy women exist each and every single day. There is nothing wrong with that. And the reason why the woke side tries to remove female curves is not for the intent of even purity purposes, because women are curvy. That's reality. Not every woman is curvy, but there are lots of women who are curvy. And so when you have a character with some level of exaggeration of those curves, then it's exaggerating their femininity. There's a difference between exaggerating the femininity of a female character versus exaggerating the character for entirely lustful purposes. Now, Lara Croft was a character who was curvy, feminine, but you play those classic games and you show me anything that was lustfully intended, right? Show me anywhere where Lara Croft acted like a slut, because she didn't. Show me anything, because it's not there. Tomb Raider has substance as a game. The character design was really good, artistically speaking, and aesthetically pleasing to the eye, but was not created in a way to incite lustful intent. It was, oh, here's an attractive character that you can acknowledge as an attractive character, but it wasn't created for lustful intent in the same way that a game, here, let's pose this game where with the characters are all wearing lingerie. Like, excuse me, that is not the same thing, and you know it.
Yeah, 100% I agree. It's definitely not the same thing. Here's where the gray area, we're hitting hard in the gray area. And unfortunately for internet, there's one side or the other. There's the opposing side and there's two sides, right? There's the for it and the against it side. Now, look, I will say Lara Croft did her triangle boobies. They meant something back in the day. Now, were her triangle boobies, was the game based around her triangle boobies? No, right? That's what she's saying. But she had triangle boobies. It goes back to the point, a good video game that happens to have triangle boobies versus a game that only has triangle boobies to have triangle boobies and the game sucks, right?
Genuine for once. Let's not play here, and let's not pretend that I want characters to be made ugly. Beauty comes from God. God created beauty. Yes, I want to see video game characters that people create be beautiful as well, but I don't want them to be perverted. Beauty and perversion are two different things.
Now, here's the thing, though. We got to get to Stellar Blade, because I kind of agree with everything here. I don't agree with her personal opinion that, I don't want to see an ass cheek. I love ass cheeks. I would love to see some ass cheeks. I don't have to see the ass cheek, but I would, if there's an option for an ass cheek, I'd see it. Right. I will say I've never downloaded the Resident Evil 2 Claire naked mod. I did for Resident Evil 3, but that was just out of experimentation. I didn't do it for Resident Evil 2 because I had already seen the one in Resident Evil 3 and it was kind of silly. Like her ass cheeks were hitting the ground. And I'm like, this is silly, but it's kind of funny. I thought it was funny. Right. I didn't pull out my balls and crank off a few deposits for the safety deposit box, right? So, I don't have to have the ass cheek. Although, I don't have a problem with the ass cheek. But I understand what Melonie's saying here from her point of view. The issue comes is, do you want it banned? And that's where everything gets kind of fucked. Jadine, can Melonie Mac show us examples? I'm a visual creature. All right, Jadine, calm down now. All right, you're talking about my girl here. All right, I will not allow this smut, this degeneracy in my chat right now. Thank you, Gene. BG, watch from the beginning for you, Cam. Titties and beer, titties and beer, titties and beer, titties and beer. I think, oh my God, for titties and beer. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you. Appreciate you, BG Corporations. Love you, man.
And I think what has happened with society is it has promoted perversion. It has celebrated perversion. We've had this, live and let live type mentality. Don't kink shame. Don't shame people's sexualities. They made up an entire concept of sexuality that isn't real. God created woman for man. That's it. There's no other sexuality. Anything else is a perversion of God's creation.
Damn straight. You hear that? God created women for us. Hell yeah. See, I'm all right with Christianity. I'm all right with it. I can kick with it. By the way, we're 220 from Naked Snake already. Make sure you like the show, boys.
Creation as per the Bible. And you know what else is perversion of God's creation is when you're substituting, if you're, I'm going to use a male as an example. If you're substituting a wife for 8 pixels on a screen, that's perverted. Your sexual gratification is supposed to come from your wife. And if you are seeking alternate sources, seeking those sources for sexual pleasure, you are acting in abomination and perversion. Simple.
Hold on, let me let her talk.
As that. And anything that is created with the intent to make you do that is the same. And how do you just hear saying it's just guys doing that? Women do that too. There are.
All right, here's my issue. Here's my biggest disagreement of the day. She's saying that men should not make stomach pancakes to corn or video game characters. They should only make that about their wife. Here's the issue. 80% of men in America, first world nation, 80% of men are not sexually active. What do we tell these men? Where is their outlet and what do they do? Right? Because Melonie's been married, you know, Melonie's she's had sex before, you know, she's experienced all the things, right? And I can understand as a guy that regularly claps a cheek or two. Here's the issue is I have that outlet. Melonie's had that outlet. A lot of these dudes in my chat right now ain't got that outlet. So are they going to be celibate? That's an unreasonable standard, right? Squid. Nothing makes men sing hallelujah like seeing a nice set of milkers. God knew what he's doing. He knew what he was doing, bro. Thank you, Squid. Love you, dude. Appreciate you, Squid, coming in strong with the mommy milkers. Appreciate you, big titty goth girls. What's up? What if they're not married, Kara? Yeah. What's up? That's the issue. That's the issue, right? Look at this fuck. Look at Melanie's face. See, this is the face Melonie makes when we coming off the beach. We were talking about this earlier. This is a joke, by the way.
There are actual gooner games for women. I have seen them. I have seen people post them unabashedly. No shame. There are games that is usually of the romance novel variety, and you have a bunch of male suitors, you know, really attractive male suitors who more so, you're not going to see as much. It's going to be portrayed in a little different way when it's meant to appeal to women, but it's still equally as perverted and equally as disgusting because it's trying to elicit the same reactions. So you have these suitors, and they try to, as the female player, they are trying to seduce you and win you over. And you know, the goal here with these games is for these guys to be whispering sexual things in the player.
Oh, to be fair, Melanie's seducing me right now, and she ain't even saying anything that's like I'm agreeing with. See, this is the issue. Do we need to ban Melonie from just talking? That's a really fucked up freeze frame. I'm sorry, Melonie. Hold on.
There's ear.
Okay, there we go. I'm just saying. Look, I've met her in person. She's a beautiful woman. Right? I can't even look at her. It's like, fuck, right? Because then I'm gooning. You know? There's a fine line. Patrick Power, holy balls, my brother in Christ is back. The pink boy. We still doing pink boys? Called him a dog. I missed you, dude. Hell yeah, man. We're doing the pink boys, the red boys, the orange and the gold and the green and the teal and the blue, baby. What's up, dude? I hope you're doing well. We missed you, Patrick, and I love you. I appreciate you, dude. We're one red boy from a rainbow night tonight and from Naked Snake. Thank you, Patrick. Power. He's got the power. He's got the power. We need to get you to a race this year, Patrick. We're racing in NASCAR this year. Ooh, got to upgrade. Thank you, man. I love you, dude. Thank you, Patrick. Helena, make way. Beauty and perversion are both subjective. Why is she so judgmental? I am concerned and alarmed by her intolerances. Here's the issue, Helena, is I feel like people painted her into a corner. So she's explaining her point of view. And that point of view is from, you know, a devout Christian point of view. I can disagree with it, but I can't say she shouldn't be allowed to say it because that's where she's coming from on this. Right? Thank you, Helene. I love you. Hugo Atano. Tomb Raider originally advertises, look how hot she is. No, it was about raiding tombs, baby. Come on, Day. What's up, dude? Hugo Atano. I love you. Audajigidza 3RO says, all I see is mail. All I see in mail is someone's future therapy bill. Hey, man, I'll pay it. What's up? How much is it going to be? I do hold the bragging rights for being the future ex-husband. What's up? Thank you, Audajigidza 3RO. Appreciate you, dude, for your orange boy. David Elias says, Mac is wrestling with her faith in public. She'll figure it out. If she's genuine, she'll see the hypocrisy. I'd rather have her in gaming than out. Agreed. Yeah. Agreed. Right. Sure. Thank you, David Elias. I appreciate you. There's a lot of nuance, man. And I think that's what she's kind of struggling to convey. She's conveying it well, and I'm understanding it. Although I disagree with a lot of it. The issue is the internet is black and white. So you can't do that on the internet. You got to say yay or nay on the internet, or people will freaking get their pitchforks. You know, Destiny Famo. If you say big set 3 times, I will appear. Oh my God, what's up? She got some big sets for real. If you've seen her big sets, there's some real big sets. Thank you, Destiny. I love you. I appreciate you. Go, boy. My brother in Christ, the go boy. Thank you. Appreciate you, Destiny. We love you. All right. Here we go. She's the good Destiny, by the way. Not the awful Destiny. She's the good Destiny. She's the Destiny I would definitely take out to dinner. You know what I'm saying? The Mexican restaurant. 4 tequila shots. That's all we need. Thank you, Destiny. Love you. Patrick Power. There it is. Woo! My boy, Patrick Power. With a red boy. It's a rainbow night, everybody. He says, red boy, you say. Rainbow night, you homos. Cody plays the headbang for me. I did it for you, my friend. Thank you so much for your red boy. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Patrick. I love you, dude. I really appreciate that, dude. You are the GOAT, the man, the myth, the legend. We're right there. We're a few bucks away from Naked Snake. The goal has basically been hit. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to come watch my video game stream tomorrow. Playing some Left 4 Dead 2 with a bunch of autistic people. It's a lot of fun because they're terrible. That's a joke, by the way. I love them unconditionally. Thank you, Patrick. I love you, dude. Patrick Power. He's got the power.
Here and are going to create a fantasy, a sexual fantasy for said player. Again, that is not God's design. God's design is for a woman to have said pleasure from her husband. So if she is seeking outside sources for sexual gratification and pleasure that is not a husband, then she is committing a perversion. Whether that be a visual novel like that, whether that be a book with that purpose, or whether that be even just a video game, like any regular video game. If that is
right. And again, I think it's unreasonable for people that don't have a husband and or a wife to be celibate. That's just my opinion on that specific thing there. I'm gonna say, Patrick, you want to drop the holler? Put your resume in. The team announcement is going to be like in a day or so. I know I've been saying that for a while, but I actually got the actual like media stuff for it today. So.
That's what she is using that game for. So let's not pretend that some of these games don't purposefully try to elicit a sexual gratification out of the player. And there is a strong difference between a character being made to be aesthetically attractive, just like we can appreciate art, versus a character in a game that is designed to create sexual gratification out of the player. Okay, I know a lot of you aren't even going to hear what I'm saying, and you're still going to be doing these whataboutisms in my comments because you're so defensive. But hey, maybe some will listen. Same with like the queers and all that. You ever see how it just sounds like you're arguing with demons? It's the same way. These demons have a hold on these people, and they can't be reasoned with because they are so engulfed in their perversion. And what they don't realize is that the satisfaction they think that they're getting out of their perversion is just self-destructive. It's like you want to tell somebody to stop doing drugs because they're hurting themselves, but they cannot hear it. And it is the same thing. A lot of these gooners that are mad, and it's crazy. A lot of these gooners are
man. The word gooners makes me laugh, especially when she says it. I don't know why. It's because it's adorable when she says it.
mad at me because I spoke out against, no, I don't want this. That doesn't fix the gaming industry. People think that, oh, make all these characters naked, make them all naked or half naked or in lingerie, make all the female characters in lingerie, and that fixes everything. No, it doesn't. Making good games fixes everything. Making games that actually have substance and quality fixes everything. And I'm going to tell you, if you actually look at a brilliant and artistic mind who can create a masterpiece, typically they have respect for their work. And as a result, you're going to see that portrayed in the characters that they create as well. So are you going to find a perverted game that happens to be a masterpiece? The chances of that are almost non-existent because, again, someone even capable of in the first place of producing a masterpiece is going to respect their work enough for that not to happen. Just like look at movies. If you compare a masterpiece of a movie to pornography, I keep saying corn because of YouTube monetization stuff. Have you ever in the history of your life seen something actually taken serious where somebody was like, wow, this pornography movie, my mind is blown by how insanely good the plot was and how the story just that plot twist.
Yeah, 100% correct. Although More Rolls Than a Bakery Volume 8 had a really, really good storyline. Back on Skinamax in the day, that was a good one. Now, that is a good point. It is hard to find a movie that's going to be like porn, right? That's good. You know, in that way, right? Not take Meatballs seriously, shit. But as far as games, I think that's a little bit more nuanced. For example, Dead or Alive beach volleyball, Extreme Beach Volleyball. It's a fantastic game in my opinion. Like it's legitimately a great game. I love the mechanics on that game. All right. Anyways,
the story just left me thinking about life and it changed me on a spiritual level. No, that doesn't happen because it's not art. It's perversion. I want art. As somebody, I appreciate art. I'm an artist myself. I love to draw. Like, I care about art. And people make jokes and act like, oh, what kind of stuff have you drawn? I bet you've drawn like perverted stuff before. It's like, literally no. Like when I was a little kid, you draw body parts and stuff as a joke. But literally no, it's just like, you know what? I haven't. And I'm not saying everybody.
Yeah, dude, I was one of those kids in middle school. I just drew cocks and everything. I don't really know why I did that. You know, I remember at the end of the year, we had to turn in our science textbooks and every page had a dick on it. And I had to freaking go and erase everything. It was really annoying.
Who can't be an artist. They can, but that's not from an artist. That's like a fleshly outlet. It's like a perverted outlet, right? But when it comes to actual art, fine art, and I could be a bit, I don't want to say an art snob, but and especially my work with it, I'm not saying that my work should be hung in the Smithsonian, but I'm just saying the amount of pride that I take in my work because I genuinely care about art. I feel like if I were to draw some smutty picture would be perverting what I want to develop as my talent. So at the end of the day, when we want good video games, which are an artistic medium, it's really difficult and almost impossible to have a masterpiece that is also perverted. That is, we're going to throw this in there directly for the people who want to lust after it. Let's make this completely with the intent of making the player lust and feel sexual desire.
Right. And that's what Rule 34 is for these people, right? So I don't disagree with this, right? So
for it. That's already corrupted their work. That's corrupted the work already. It is what it is. So no, I will continue to speak out against them deliberately defeminizing female characters. And I will continue to speak out against them deliberately emasculating male characters, for example. And I don't think the answer to fighting back against this perverted stuff is to make women ugly. That's not the answer, because if you teach men that you can't even look at a woman unless she's ugly or you're going to be gooning after her, that's not practical, and it's also just like weak. So here's the difference. It's one thing to say, okay, here's a character that's built to be attractive, which everybody is going to see attractive people in their life, but what separates a person from an absolute loser is that they can see an attractive person and not lose their minds and need to go take a break and run to the bathroom, and touch themselves. Like,
now she's describing me. She's calling me a loser to my face. And she's even looking into my soul while she says it. It hurt me, Melonie. It hurt me. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom, guys. It's a joke. Okay? It's a joke. All right? I'm not gooning. Okay? I'm not gooning right now. Maroots! What's up, Moobs?
Let's be real.
Look at her smile. My heart. It weeps. All right, here we go. Chris McGough. Oh my God! 50 likes to 400, and Chris McGough has dropped the pink on my stink. Has this girl always been I heart Jesus, wait for marriage, etc., or she's one of those crazies who's found Jesus in her 30s and thinks it makes them virgins again? I do not know. I do think she's more devout as she aged, but I don't really know. I'm not really sure. People in the chat probably know. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Thank you, Chris McGough. I love you, dude. Chris McGough, 409 Nugget Snakes in a row. Chris McGough joins Patrick Power and slapping them cheeks. I appreciate you, dude, for the 500 Norwegian krones. Yeah. Thank you, dude. Love you, Chris McGough. My boy's coming in strong. Reagan Knight says, you gooning hard, my guy. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you, buddy. I love you. Appreciate you. Thank you, Reagan Knight, for your orange boy. Appreciate you, buddy. My boy coming in strong. Yeah, I'm gooning. I told you I was going to goon, bro. Without makeup, she looks even better. I have not seen that. I probably have, actually.
I was actually going to plan this to be a lot more articulate, and I just turned on the camera and just started talking. And this is where I'm at now, so I don't know how coherent this even is as a whole. And I could talk a lot more, but I got to be cautious or like careful or cognizant of everybody's time. But I'm just saying, let the record be straight now. And you can unfollow me if you want. I don't care. I didn't make this channel just to pander to people. I made this channel because I was already burned by a lot of the corruption. I've already seen a lot of the corruption in the gaming industry. I've seen a lot of the perversion and some of the perversion that I defended. So I'm not here acting like I'm better than everybody. I'm here from a place now of knowing, okay, this...
Yeah, you hear that, V? She doesn't think she's better than you, V. She's addressing you, even though your video came out more recent. Dolan Tired says, I wonder what her body count is. Bro, come on now. See, what is everybody doing? See, this is the issue, okay? This is the issue. Body count, and within reason, I'll put a disclaimer. Look, I'm trying not to be internet black and white right now. Body count shouldn't be an issue after 25 or 28, I think, right? Unless it's like 1,000. That's different, obviously. But if you've been with like 25 peeps at 30, who gives a fuck? Right? I've never really understood that. Like people that are like, oh, she's been with 4 guys and she's 28. Yeah, what the fuck? That's like pretty dim. That's good. That's like low. You know what I'm saying? But no, like, I mean, it's probably very normal. Anyways.
I can't support this because Jesus Christ changed my life and he can change your life too. I don't care if you had 1,000 screenshots of these games that you were jerking it to, or if you lived a gay lifestyle or whatever it is, you can be saved through Jesus Christ. You don't have to be a slave to this. So
Yolanda says because she's a hypocrite. Hold on. I saw somebody said something that kind of related to that too. Eldon says the problem is she's Christian, so that's why it matters. What, the body count thing? So here's like, I don't really look, I'm not Christian or spiritual or religious. Like, I think everybody understands that. Here's the issue. Are you not allowed to be Christian anymore if, like, say you had a high body count in your 20s and now, like, you're 32 or 33 and you decided that, you know, you want to take that path of, you know, religion? Are you no longer allowed to take that path anymore because you know, did some stuff? I don't know how it works, but I'm pretty sure it's not how that works. Right? I don't think that makes you ineligible for Christ. Like, I need to see that scripture. Okay. Right? I need to see that scripture. Thou shalt be saved only if body count is less than 14. 15 and it's hell for you, my girl. Hell. Yeah.
let that be known. So yeah, I shame the activity, but I'm not saying that everybody who's participating in it will be doomed to be a loser forever. They don't have to be. So it was important to me to make that abundantly clear because some people had the impression that this is something that I defended, and I have in the past. So I have to differentiate myself from that as a Christian and as a creator to let people know that, hey, that's not me. That's not what I'm supporting. That's not what I'm encouraging. And that's not what I'm promoting. I want to call out perversion and things that I don't like in the nerd culture space. And that's why I have this channel. And whatever I do beyond that, we'll see, because I don't even know at this point. After Goonergate, I was like, well, that's how everybody expects me to be. And that's the only substance of my channel is to hop on here and be like, oh, whoa, guys, look at that. We win. Her whole butt's out. Yeah, hot. That's not me. That's not going to be me. I would rather not have the channel at all. I would rather quit this channel and go full time with a leap of faith on my Bible channel. I am not doing that. I'm not. I don't care if it gives me views, clicks, likes, donos. Don't care. I'm not doing it. I have credibility. I walked away from mainstream gaming industry. I got blacklisted from the mainstream gaming industry. Some of y'all don't know that was my bread and butter. That's what paid my bills. I was hosting for these companies online, even on television, at events around the world.
Yeah, she was on GameStop TV, and I couldn't stand her. I had to hear her too often. Too often. Don't tired. Jeez, bruh. Her tattoos contradict everything she says. I don't look, again, I'm not into the Christian lifestyle, but from what I understand, tattoos is an Old Testament thing and is not really factored in, right? Am I wrong? Somebody in the chat could probably correct that or let me know. Because I don't think the Old Testament, because it's in Leviticus, right? Same thing with pork and a lot of other things. So haven't you had Melonie on a channel? Yeah, several times. So anyways, continue. Why you so sad? You're wrong. Fuck. Damn. Depends on the sect of Christianity. Yeah, exactly. That's what I guess it depends, yeah. Don't put holes in your body, which can be interpreted a lot of different ways. Oh my God. Tattoos is in the Old Testament. It's why observant Jews don't get tattoos. Okay. People argue over it, but the Bible says not to poison your body or something, treat it as a temple, so that'd be against it. But Christians are only held to the moral law, 10 Commandments, the Mosaic, and Leviticus laws don't apply. Thank you, King Deplorables. See, King Deplorables, that sounded kind of intelligent right there, that response. So I'm going to believe that one. Krista McGough, but then expect number 26 to wait until marriage because Jesus suddenly popped into my head. That's just weird. Okay, I 100% agree with you, Krista McGough. Now, this is a completely different conversation, and I'll only tackle it for like 30 seconds. I love you, Krista McGough, by the way. I do think that's annoying, and this is just my opinion. I do think it's annoying when like a woman, and I'm not talking about Melonie at all, so she's just on the screen. But I do think it's really annoying when women like through a couple years just get nuked, right? Like every bad boy they run into is just going hard, right? And then they meet a nice guy, and immediately when they meet a nice guy, they're like, yeah, I'm not gonna let him have sex with me until like months in, because you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck you doing, baby? Why is all the guys you dislike you let hit and the guys you like you don't? That makes no sense. But this is a completely different argument or subject matter. Chris McGough, I love you. Will we hit Fight Milk? We're only 430 away from Fight Milk. That's wild.
And it's like, because of my outspokenness and because I spoke against a lot of the stuff that they push, I got blacklisted from all that. So I didn't walk away from that to just pander to gooners. I didn't do that. I didn't trade speaking out against one perversion to promote another. I'm not going to do that. And so it's like, I haven't felt comfortable in this space whenever that's expected of me. And so it's like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing from here on this channel. I don't know. Because I've just not felt the most inspired when it's like, wait a minute, is this who I'm supposed to be encouraging? So yeah, I'm going to be trying some different things on this channel. I'll still probably react to certain headlines and gaming news that applies to me. Like, oh, wow, we got a new Tomb Raider announcement or something. Even if I hate it, oh, look what they did. They made Lara Croft ugly. Like, I will speak out against that. But I really do feel like there's maybe a different direction I'm supposed to be in, and we'll see what that is. Maybe it's not completely just focusing on Bible channel. If it is, if God called me to that, I would do it. And I know God would provide for me. But I'm still going to focus on that channel. But, you know, maybe it's just changing some things up here. I kind of want to do.
Y'all are really hurting my girl, boys. Look what y'all have done. You can feel that. You can hear the pain in her voice. She's grappling with her own self, and all you guys could do is yell. All you could do is yell, dull and tired, and shame. How could you? How could you? Damn, son. Damn. How could you? It's all your fault. Anyways, damn. All right, sorry. I read Rumble for a second. Was a mistake. Her favorite word round. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, what does that have to do with anything, right? She reminds me of Carrie's mom. Who's Carrie? Like Carrie, as in Carrie, the Pig Blood 80s movie, 70 movie. Carrie. Thank you, Ironside. I love you. That's a great film. I never watched the remake because why? Right? The original is spooky. Spooky. It's like legitimately weird and like kind of uncomfortable. I'm like, I don't need a remake, bro. It's already spooky.
Some content like where I actually put a lot of editing into it and talk about a lot of things that, from my perspective, that require editing and more focus and than just turning on a camera and, just talking for 10 minutes or in this case, almost 30. So I don't know. And if that's the case, then it'll be less uploads. I'm not gonna be able to upload 5 days a week as I used to. But we'll see. And so just, I ask those who are supportive of me to pray that God would guide me in the direction that I'm supposed to be, because
Chris McGough, real quick. Where are you, Krista McGough? I had no clue what nice guys went through, but I boned several girls first, and okay, great. Yeah, I've been right there with you. I have quite literally hooked up with girls like a dozen times. You know how it is, like when you meet a new girl and then you go through the hookup stage where you hook up a couple times and then you stop talking. I've quite literally had a mutual friend meet the same girl, and they complained that she's waiting. She's like making them wait. And I'm like, what? Jessica is making you wait? Are you kidding me? She is the most degenerate girl in the world. She's making you wait. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck? Holy shit, man. That's wild. That girl is gross.
I do feel like I'm at a turning point in this right now. Because it's like, wait, I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, thank you all so much for hanging out with me and hearing me out. Probably going to get some people hating and who didn't listen to a word I said and who will have these rebuttals that I already even addressed in this video, but because they didn't listen, it is what it is. It's probably going to happen. But let it be clear, I stand with Jesus Christ and I will not be allied with perversion. And I don't care what about your friend here who is. What about I don't care. I don't care. I can still love them as people, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be promoting the same things that they're promoting.
Yeah, see, she still loves me as a person and as a future ex-husband. Right?
It is what it is. So what about what you said here? And again, I don't care. I don't care what I used to believe. I was born again. And I'm being sanctified each and every single day. I'm still growing. Somebody asked that. I know I even mentioned that. Somebody asked that on this thread. They pulled up screenshots. People, oh, she's just a grifter because look at this. Look at this. In 2018, she was defending lesbians in this game. Okay. Yes, I did. And then we had this question. What changed the past few years since you were defending queer ideology? It's simple. Jesus changed me. The word of God changed me. If we want to sit and argue beyond that and just argue about personal beliefs, like that'll never end.
Yeah, that's a frustrating thing with the internet is you can quite literally believe something and then change your mind about it. Like me changing my mind about like gun laws. I was for what they call common sense gun laws, more extensive background check, stuff like that. And then I talked to Nick Rekieta about it, and he made such a good point that I completely changed my mind that day. He was like, well, who decides what is acceptable? Who decides what's going to be in the background check? Who decides? Maybe they determine that people that are conservative or have voted Republican in the past and or Democrat on the other side of it can no longer buy weapons. That's tyranny. And I was like, yeah, dude, that makes a lot of sense. And I completely changed it. I was like, no gun laws. Fucking, thou shalt not remove or encroach. You know what I'm saying? So I changed my mind immediately. And if somebody was like, why did you change? Like, why did you say a few years ago you were for that and now you're not? I'm like, because I changed my mind. I realized that what I thought was kind of dumb and now I don't think that anymore. Right? And that's what she's saying right here. That she's like, okay, I defended this back in the day, and now I don't. And I don't understand how that's a gotcha for anybody when you change your mind, right? And so Vigilante says, if she's so against perversion, why did she team up with Jeremy Hambley, the guy who made a video wanting PDFs to have their CB before taking their comps be fixed so they don't get caught? I don't know nothing about that. Somebody mentioned that to me though, today or yesterday or today in passing. And I was like, what? Thank you, Vigilante. I appreciate you, dude. I love you. Yeah, I don't know nothing about Jeremy. I know Jeremy, like, is mean to me sometimes. But I've been on shows with him and he was always fine. So I think he just trolls a little, and then I get trolled. But I'm good at getting trolled. Thank you, Vigilante. I appreciate you, dude. For you go, boy.
So, oh, well, then you must follow the Bible better than 99% of Christians. Well, and as I said here, most people who claim to be Christians don't even read the Bible at all. I can't even tell you with this Goonergate thing. Well, I'm a Christian and I support this. And I look at their profile and all it is digital pornography. Well, I'm a Christian. Hilarious how you can say, and you know what? I've been there because not doing that, but I have been there where I used to be, oh yeah, I'm a Christian, but I was living in a way that wasn't biblical, or I was supporting things that wasn't biblical. So easy to call yourself Christian, but are you? And so I said years ago, I committed to reading the Bible daily and it changed my life. I do live it and I'm deeply repentant when I stumble. Because I'm not going to pretend like I never stumble. That's the thing is people think, those of us who are against like this, that, or the other, does that mean that we live our lives and we never have temptation in our lives to sin? Does that mean that we don't even have those same carnal desires? No, things like lust, gluttony, anger, hatred, all these things are carnal desires that most people feel. But it's different when you act on it versus just feeling it. And that's why you can't get past this stuff on your own. You can't, through your own sheer discipline, overcome these things.
So here's why she's taking heat. It's going to be really, really hard to voice this opinion or these points, which are good points if you're a Christian, right? Here's the issue is I would wager about 95% of people that call themselves Christians in the Western context are definitely not, right? Not biblically at all. So that's a point. So a lot of people that call themselves Christians are definitely going to be pissed if she disagrees with them in a way that she's calling them degenerates or losers. For example, I'm quite positive every single girl I ever hooked up with on a dating app said they were Christian. And their draws fell off with gusto. So there's your issue. These people are going to be pissed. How dare you say that I'm a loser? It's like, well, you're definitely not living it. Now that I'm in no way, shape, or form able to judge you or condemn you for that because I don't really care. I'm not religious, so it doesn't bother me. Take your draws off. It's fine. Right? But she's trying to speak this from her perspective, and everybody's going to disagree because everybody that calls themselves a Christian, typically they don't live the lifestyle, right? So that's I think a lot of Christians take the John 3:16 hyper literal, and that's all they take in, right? He who believes in me shall not perish but have everlasting life. So they're like, oh, great. Well, good. Because I believe, and also I believe in titties and ass and whiskey. So then you're in a pickle there because you didn't read the rest of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I heard the glass breaking, Sean. What's up?
You need Jesus. And when I say, okay, I read the Bible every day and that changed my life, it wasn't because, I logically obtained information and that made sense to me, which obviously does, but it's so much further beyond that. And I can't explain it to people who don't understand that we live in a spiritual realm and that we face spiritual opposition each and every single day with everything you do. If you are watching pornography, you are entertaining demons in that moment.
Is that not John 3:16? Am I crazy? Hippie Craig. What did I just say then? I'm not religious, Hippie Craig. Okay? I just told you, Hippie Craig.
So yeah. So that's the thing is when you fellowship with God and you read the Bible and you tell yourself, I'm going to read the Bible every day without exception, that is you actively pursuing God with the intent to grow. Okay. Like think of the parable of the sower that Jesus taught and how the seeds of the word are planted. And now some people don't have soil that will grow that because, just read this for more full context, just read the parable. But if you want the seed to grow, if you are seeking.
Oh, well, I forgot to let the world give them. Oh my God, what did I just recite then? He who believes in me shall not perish but have everlasting life. What the hell am I reciting, guys? Somebody tell me. What the hell? Come on, boys, fix me. Course correct. Fact check. Community note me. Damn. Sean, you crazy boy. You crazy boy. Protestant gobbledygook. No!
God, you have the soil. that can produce that can produce fruit. And so the act of committing to reading the Bible every single day, it was the act of committing to fellowship with God every day, is what planted seeds. And you see those seeds grow as you continue to plant more and more and more seeds. And you something as small as one chapter of the Bible a day before you go to bed. That's what I do. So I've been doing it for years now. You will look back and see how dramatically that changed your life. I can't even stress. People are showing evidence of how much that changed my life. Some people don't even think it's real. No, this is evidence. This is evidence of how much God changed my life. I don't claim to be right out of wisdom. I don't claim to be right out of my opinions. I am following Jesus Christ, and I am applying the word of God to my life. I'm a fool who has been saved by Jesus Christ. So yeah, there you have it for this video. It's a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I don't even know how many people are going to listen to it all, but the message is out there. I made my points known. Whatever I do from here, we'll see. I'm just trusting in God for his guidance.
I listened to it all, Melonie. I listened to it all, Melonie. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Look, yeah, see, I was going to troll a little hard, but I don't, from her perspective, everything she's saying makes sense. The only thing I have not covered yet that I'm very interested in is one step further. Do you want ass cheeks and games banned? That's where we're at. I don't have a problem with anything I've watched so far. At all. I'm never getting these minutes. La Sombra, what do you want me to do? I love you. Steph says that was torture. Steph, calm down now, girl. What's up? Calm down, baby. Calm down, girl. All right. We got a lot of tweets to go through now. But I'm going to Google something real quick. I'm going to Google something. He who believes in me shall not perish, but have everlasting life is a verse from the Bible, John 3:16. Thank you, Google. You fuckers. You fuckers. Everybody in chat's banned for making me feel like I'm a stupid redneck man. You made me feel like I'm a stupid redneck man. And I'm not. I'm a smart redneck man. Damn you. How could you? How could you? Jesus, boys. Helena says, I would feel sympathy if she wasn't acting so insufferable in this video. Not a bad person, but intoxicated with a weird security court. I don't feel that. So here's the issues. That's kind of what B said, Helena. Here's the issue. I think people, when people hear other people talking about religion, how it's changed them and how they feel enlightened and they feel like they know more, it makes people who are secular feel like they're talking down to them. I know more now, i.e., you know less. And I don't necessarily think that's what's being presented here. Keep in mind, and the reason I say this is from personal experience. I've talked to Melonie for a dozen hours at least. I've met her in real life. We're friends on Twitter. I can even say I'm pro-porn, and I disagree with her on her Twitter, and she'll like it and be like, you do you, LOL, right? And she knows I'm secular. And she doesn't think, I don't think she thinks I'm lesser. If she did, she'd block my ass. I could DM her right now and be like, what's up, girl? And she'd be like, hey, what's up? Right? So that's kind of, I feel like, and I get it too, Helena. I totally get that shit. When somebody's like, giving me a damn sermon I didn't ask for, I kind of feel like that. I'm like, damn, I don't like when people, I'm like, dogs, dude, just, you think you're better than me, you're not better than me. But I don't know if that's exactly what they're trying to convey. Sometimes they may be, but Anyways, thank you, Helena. I love you, Helena. A random act. I'm talking like V. Random access dreams. I'm sorry, V. I shouldn't make fun of his. I love his voice. I'm not making fun of it. I actually really enjoy his accent. I think it sounds really nice. She has a Chainsaw Man plushie in the background. That manga has borderline pornographic content in it. That's way worse than anything in the game. I saw that video. I don't remember who made it. It may have been Rev. I don't remember. I saw that video though. And maybe she doesn't watch the anime and she thinks the plushie's cute. I don't really know. All right. Anyways. Primal Gecko says you're wrong when she's not talking to you directly. She's hating on you, but behind your back, your lifestyle. I don't know if that's true or not, though, so I can't come to that conclusion. You may be right, but I don't I don't know that for sure. And me jumping to that conclusion isn't really fair, right? Thank you, Random Access. Love you. I appreciate you. We are 15 likes from 400. What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, let's hit these tweets because I know there's a lot of tweets. Oh, look at you guys! You're canceling me with super chats. Jadine, Coda, are we going to have fight like Deadpool and Wolverine over Miss Mac? Just kidding. You would beat my ass. I don't know, man. I don't know if I can fight, but I would die for Melonie. No. Look, I know I'm joking when I say these things, but I do think she's kind of misunderstood here. A lot of people are hating on her ass, and I think I think everything makes some sense, especially when I've talked to her for hours about religion, and kind of really got a feel for what she's trying to say. So I can kind of understand where she's coming from here. Also, I'm from Alabama. I grew up in this shit. Thank you, Janine. I love you, Jadine. All right, let me find the tweets. Where are my tweets at? I'm just waiting for Melonie to DM me. You know what? If you, but oh shit, that's way worse than I thought. Oh no, I apologize. Please do not leave me. You are everything to me. All right, where are we at? All right, let's just pull this up. We're just gonna go. We're gonna go in raw. Have you watched MF Ghost? I don't watch anime, Rachel. Do I look lame to you? You don't like tattoos, Dragon Warrior? Well, I got news for you. All right. Anyways, Melonie never claimed to be without sin. We all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. Yeah, sure. I definitely fall short. So here's one. It says it was years ago since... It's been years ago since she was like that. She's not a hypocrite, in quotes. Permaban says, well, the years ago keeps getting more and more recent. The more past posts I see showing Melonie acting a full 180. And it says right here, almost every female gamer I know, including myself, not only like, but in many cases prefer playing as a sexy female character. It's part of the power of fantasy. If gaming journos and some devs could stop being offended on our behalf, that would be great. And I think I think the biggest issue with this post is the word sexy, right? Does sexy imply lust? That's where I could see a lot of people being like, hey, why is sexy, right? This is Melonie from 7 years ago. Let's see what this is.
That's going to be it for me. But I had so much fun. And really quick, I want to give a quick shout out to Roberto and Christine in the back because they made all this magic happen, showing all your tweets. And it was just so awesome. And of course, Jeff, I want to thank you so much for having me. I had so much fun.
Come on over here, Melonie.
All right.
Hang with us. It was a fun time.
It was a
thank
you so
It was
much.
a crazy 2 days.
It was.
A lot of games. What
That's
was your
right.
favorite game?
Look how cute she is.
Oh man, Shadow of the Colossus
being
remade is just like blowing my mind. And Beyond Good and Evil 2.
I know.
Those two.
That was insane, right? Beyond,
Yeah.
I did not expect that.
Absolutely. I was hoping for it, but I didn't quite expect it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we're always.
There's this thing that Melonie does that not a lot of people know about. And you only notice if you meet her in person. There's this thing Melonie does. And she looks at you hard. And it's like really intimidating. It's very strange. This is completely unrelated to anything we're talking about. But I remember like talking to her and she looks at you really hard. And you're like, oof. Like, boom. It's very strange. She has crazy eyes. I don't think it's like a crazy eyes thing. It's not, they're not wide. They're just, it's like really, they hit you really hard. I don't know. I think maybe her pupils are smaller and her like eye whites are bigger or something. It's very strange.
I sort of gave up hope, but that was a big, like some big announcements. And the crazy thing is that we've done this for like 2 days and like E3 isn't even open yet.
Right.
Tomorrow, when like the show floor opens, a lot of these games, like all the PlayStation guys, like we have all these demos. We're going to check that out. And then tomorrow streaming continues on YouTube with the E3 Coliseum panels. So a lot of the games will be up there. Jack Black will be on stage, Neil deGrasse Tyson, James Gunn, a lot of people from the entertainment industry coming to celebrate how much they love.
All of those people have fallen from grace too. Isn't it weird how only 7 years ago it's like Jack Black, Neil deGrasse Tyson, yay! And now you're like, oh, Jack Black, oh, Neil deGrasse Tyson, they suck. Yeah, it's weird.
games. But yeah, it's been a crazy couple of days.
It has. It's been so much fun, though.
It's been super fun having you here.
Thank
And of
you.
course, everyone can subscribe to your channel, right? On YouTube, how do we find you?
Just look me up, Melonie Mac, on YouTube and all the things.
I know you're always streaming away all the time.
That's right.
Yeah, it's been an amazing 2 days of live coverage. We want to thank all of you guys for watching. It's such an honor for me and everyone at YouTube to come here to E3 and give a chance for all of these great game creators to show you what they're working on. They labor for months, sometimes years, getting ready for a night like tonight, like those PlayStation developers. They showed something last year. 12 months of work went into what they saw tonight, and it's nice.
Melonie looks way taller here. I don't really understand. Maybe it's because Jeff Keighley's little. She just looks taller. Okay, here we go. Let's tackle the chat a little bit just for a minute. Lazy Round says, I wonder what made her at 180. She's all for characters not looking fat, but they can't look sexy because of man gaze. Maybe man. That's not what she said. She said she's all for sexy characters, or attractive characters rather. She did say sexy in that tweet. But she said not only for the sole purpose for like, perverted intent, right? So it's she conflated like LGBTQ being forced into a game without it being well written in, right? And she said the same thing about, she doesn't mind if a character is attractive or sexy, but if it's not well written in, and it's the point of the game is to not have any kind of value other than their ass cheeks, and that's why they're trying to sell it. She doesn't like that aspect of it, which I understand. And I think capitalism takes care of that pretty quickly, right? So you can make a game sexy all day, but a year or two later, that's going to fall off if the games aren't good. Same thing happened with LGBTQ games. Like games like Last of Us 2, for example, had a lot of that in there, and the game sold really well. But fast forward 2 or 3 years, and games trying to replicate that same thing were falling really, really far from the mark of sales, because people didn't no longer trust games to be developed well if they see this kind of stuff being forced into it. They think, well, obviously the writing and gameplay is going to take a back seat to this. And that's usually true, which is why those games have kind of fallen off, especially recently. Marvel Rivals like put the nail in the coffin, I think. So that's kind of, I think, what's going on here. But the issue is the internet's very black and white. So her being like, I don't like the fat ass cheeks for the sole purpose of fat ass cheeks. They're like, wait a second, you like Stellar Blade's flat ass cheeks? But she's like, no, Stellar Blade's a good game, and the fat ass cheeks are an accessory to the good game rather than the point of the game itself. And people are like, I don't understand. I hate you. Right? That's kind of what I'm gathering here. I do see, I understand the hypocrisy, and I understand why people are angry. I just think that she explained herself pretty good, conflating it to, forceful inclusion in games that didn't really make sense. It's a little bit of a complicated, it's very nuanced point, right? And that's kind of where people struggle, because the internet is not nuance, right? That's like the biggest thing that the internet is not, nuance. It's black or white. I hate you. Let's pull this up. Melonie says, if you consider my honesty and convictions to be a betrayal of my audience, it appears you are getting by telling yourself what you want to hear. As a response, my boy Smash JT, shout out to my boy. I like Smash JT a lot. Says, quit simping. This ain't it, Chief. How about you eat my ass? I will simp into the edge of the earth. Okay. And I need your permission, Okay. I will simp as hard and as thorough as possible, and I will drink from the cup that runneth over with my simpery. Okay? Why did you title this stream Melonie Mac as a fraud? It's in quotations. That's what everybody's saying on Twitter. Melonie Mac's a fraud. It's in quotation. It's in quotation, Helena. You're supposed to be a high intellect individual. What cup? You're not supposed to ask what cup, bro.
And I have the same stance on queers as I do these gooners.
Is this anything pornographic? I would say no.
Yes, what you're doing is shameful. Yes, I think this stuff is shameful, and I don't want it in my entertainment because it's shameful and it's hurting society.
I mean,
Dude, have these people played Final Fantasy? The people complaining, have they played Final Fantasy at all? It's disgusting and it's perverted. No, I don't want it. Because this especially like some of the I mean Final Fantasy we've seen outfits like this and even more revealing. It's just it's art. Do I think that people participating in these activities are losers? Yes. It's not even pornographic at all. I don't see the problem. But you know what? It doesn't mean you have to always be a loser.
Yeah. Very it's such a nuanced take. That one's hard to defend a little. And it's because the selective editing is pretty good right there. Right? It just falls back on what she said, right? It just falls back on what she said with Stellar Blade being a good game versus not being a good game. Although that video by Smash JT was edited very well. Very good one right there. A little bit. That's a little bit harsher. But you have to listen to me stumbling. Fuck, Melonie, give me strength. Give me strength, Melonie, please. All right, anyways, give me strength, Melonie. I need your guidance here. All right, anyways, beep a deep doo. Here's a thing I disagreed with on Twitter. Share your internal youth. Yes. All that proves is she changed her mind. Hey, there you go. You saved my ass, King Deplorable. I love you. Thank you, man. Oh, yes, you are right. You are correct. Perfect. Thank you. She changed her mind. Oh, my God. Next, it says she and her crew are all engagement farmers. To be fair, everybody on Twitter is nowadays. Although, the engagement farmers I can't stand on Twitter are the ones that ask vague questions. God, it makes me want to die. If you were a color, what would you be? I'm like, dude, shut your mouth. Muted. She says in this tweet, it's in my truck, Helena. It's in my cup holder. I used it when I drove to Daytona, and now it's still in there because I'm stupid. You can't be pro-corn and claim to be right-wing. You're a liberal who wants affordable groceries. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, but I will say I'm not right-wing, and I am pro-corn. Here's the issue. I don't really consume corn, but I also don't want it to be banned because I'm like, I don't let people watch an ass cheek getting slammed every once in a while. That's fine. And I do understand the take that it's hurtful to people because some people get way too obsessed with it. I get that as well. But that's where it comes into your own willpower, your own individual existence, and your own individual accountabilities. You can't expect the government to police everyone's accountability. And I don't want them to, right? I commented and said pro-porn, anti-taxes, pro-cheeks, pro-gun, and anti-talking on the speakerphone. And she said, so you're a libertarian then? And I'm like, I guess so. I guess a little. I did the Shrek thing. I did the Shrek response. Meow, rar, growth. Elaborate more on that, baby. Who is a right-winger that supports corn? 90% of right-wingers probably watch corn. Do they support corn outrightly, verbally? Probably not. Do they watch it? Definitely. I'm sorry, but a video doesn't get 100 million views of a girl doing jumping jacks on YouTube, and they're not a bunch of them conservative. 8 months till 5 years. What's up? Hell yeah, Derek Kuda. May. We're going to go see Kohi, baby. Primal Gecko says, then advise her to keep her opinions to herself. But she's allowed to voice her opinions. I voice my opinions every day. That's the beauty of social media, right? As long as your opinion isn't a vague question, I'm all about it. What's up, Blurred? I did it. The Ballard. I did it. I was thinking about you. I think I was thinking about you yesterday. I don't remember why. I was just thinking about you randomly. You know how it happens sometimes. Watley says, I kind of think a lot of them are libertarian who just want all their vices legalized. Ban OF, ban porn. It'll do them so good. I don't think banning 80% of men's vices in the U.S. is actually going to help much. It might, but I don't see the avenue where it would. Unless you enforce a religious state, which I am definitely not in favor of. You know? But that being said, Kadam says, so libertarians aren't right-wing, but we aren't center or left either. I guess we just refuse to play the game of morality cop and just want people to stop telling us that we are deplorable and garbage because of this or that. And that's one thing I will agree. That's one thing I will agree on. Is I don't necessarily think it's fair to call everyone that, like, oh, you've watched Corn in the past, or you watch Corn once in a while, you're a loser. I don't know if I agree with that. Right? Oh, you drink once in a while, you're a loser. I don't agree with that. I don't think she believes that. I'm just saying as another example. So there's that. Soft porn is classy. Classy. Oh yeah, it's after 2. It's after 2 hours. I can say porn now. Nothing would really change much in a religious state other than that shit that is public will be private. What do you mean exactly? I don't know if I want any like extreme laws punishable by, you know, random beliefs from the Bible. I don't know about that. Right? I guess it depends on how they enforce it. I'm all for freedom. You know, I don't want to be looked down upon because I'm not religious, you know. John Blaze says corn is illegal in South Korea. How's that working out for him? Lady boys. Mystics the Menace says you also can't claim you're a Christian and call people slurs and judge others based on their own beliefs. I don't know how that works. I guess you're not supposed to judge people, right? I know I sound really dumb when I talk about religion, but hey man, I'm not up on the religion. Mr. Obvious says, yeah, you can. Right wing doesn't mean you're regarded. You want to solve the issue? Tell modern women to act right, stop having insane expectations, and actually be virgins and date properly. Tinder destroyed dating. I'm tired of the scapegoat arguments. The problem is women. Is she saying the problem is men, though? I don't think so. When you have kids, you realize how that affects them growing up and people they hang out with, even without consent of parents. Lust is sin. It is adultery of the eyes of your mind. Masturbation isn't a sin. But it is when you're thinking of the neighbor's wife. Interesting. Why do you look at a speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? This is the quote. Interesting. Christian Rocker says people misinterpret the Bible on judging. When it says judge not, lest be the judge, that's actually a judgment. Interesting, Christian. Thank you. We're all going to hell. You know that's a... Yeah, well. You know. Yeah, well. I can't say you're wrong. I can't say you're wrong. And that's because there's been 2,000 years. There's been 2,000 years go by. You know, I mean, everybody's probably goofed. We're probably goofed in some way, shape, or form. Thank you, No. Appreciate you. That's where the after party is. Helena, calm down, okay? We had hardcore corn on cable in the 90s. You just changed the settings to Danish and the blurs disappeared. Oh my God. That's awesome. Dude, we didn't have that shit in the 90s. Not where I was. We had basic cable. There was no corn. You could turn it to channel 99 sometimes and see some blurry titties, though. That was the cheat code. You know what I'm saying? That was our cheat code. That's how we got away with it. Boy, I love them titties. What if this is hell? Oh, no. We're getting too deep, bro. We're getting too deep. That's what she said. I've never felt this much shame. RPC. What flavor is the vape? Crazy Melonie. Or the 1-800 every last drop. I remember, dude. Real quick. We are 70 likes from 500. Jesus, boys. What's up? Thank you, guys. Appreciate that, man. Sorry, guys. I'm coughing. Help. Oh, real quick. If you guys don't know, I'm racing next Saturday. I'll be racing in California. Kern County, Bakersfield, California, Kern County Raceway. I'm racing there Saturday. So opening race, the ARCA schedule. And then we'll be racing Daytona February 15th. And then we'll be racing Martinsville for the Truck Series March 20 something. So don't forget. And also there's a Phoenix in there that might happen depending on sponsorship. So let you know. Hell yeah, Derek. Oh, dude, Skinamax was the shit. Mike Hiller, what's up? Skinamax had that like the what is it called? The softcore. Hey man, that worked for a long time. That worked for a long time. It really, really did. It helped out. It really, really did. Hey man, I was a teenager once. We were all there, baby. We were all there one time. Can't sway it. Can't defend it. My actions were deplorable back then. But we all were, as boys, bustling young men. No penetration. Well, not in real life. I mean, they were acting like they were, but when you announced in the Kern case retails, Kern County will be tomorrow morning. All the stuff is finally in. All the material, marketing material, and then I think probably Monday for trucks. I'm not sure though. I'm pretty sure Monday. Hell yeah, Chris McGough. Hell yeah. Sitting with you bros, watching some softcore. It was the shit. It was all the rage, man. I miss it. I miss that shit. That was fun. I mean, I wouldn't do it now because it's weird and I don't really feel anything anymore. But still, still. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm preoccupied. Sorry. 2 seconds. Okay, we're back. It's definitely nostalgia. The indecisions and bad decisions. Well, I acted like an old man, so more like guy that got my friends out of trouble and they got me into it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Did you ever get the LA Fires topic last stream? No. I forgot. It's because Nick joined the stream. We were talking about stuff. You know? That was a very... I didn't expect Nick to join, and it was a fun stream. We had a lot of fun. So, I wouldn't trade it for the world. Why are they remaking How to Train Your Dragon? Maxone says, yo, she hot. Of course, she crazy. I can tolerate the Bible babbling. Yeah, dude. What's up? Maxone, dude, I'm all about it. How much does it take to the race, Keith? I have no idea. I just show up and get in a car, man. I don't know how the racetrack, what they charge or anything. It's probably like $25 or $35. I don't know. I can Google it. Let's Google it real quick. Thank you, Maxon. I love you, dude. Let's see. Kern County Raceway. Let's see if they have a website. I'm sure they have a website. Let's see. Raceway. Schedule 2025 schedule. Is the season opener? It is the season opener. Okay. Where the hell are the tickets? Tickets. I thought I just saw it. For updates and tickets, go to kerncountyraceway.com. That's where I am. I'm literally at kerncountyraceway.com. Buy tickets. All right. It is adult tickets are $20. There you are. Thank you, Max Unloaded. The woke gotta make it diverse. Too many whites and not enough black dragons. All right, thank you, Maxon. Love you, dude. Appreciate you, Maxon. That's a steal. Yeah, dude. Daytona is way more, obviously, but yeah. For sure. Depends on the track. Yeah, but Kern County is 20, it looks like. So if you want to show up, hey, $20. $20, boys. Don't miss it. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun, dude. I'm having a lot of fun, man. I'm excited. I'm very excited to go out there, and we're going to be in a really, 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 really fast car. As far as I know. So it's going to be the fastest car, theoretically, I've ever been in. Most competitive car. So it's going to be fun. That being said, thank you, guys. Let me, I think I responded to you, Patrick, unless it's a new one. Let me give a shout out to a few peeps in the chat that really supported your boy tonight. Billy Hatcher, I love you, dude. I love you. I appreciate you, dude. Patrick Power, the man, with a red boy and a pink boy. Hot diggity damn. Chris Magoof, we love you, dude. We appreciate you so much for your love and your support, guys. We knocked it out of the park. Out of the park. Jace. I guess it's a Pitts car. It is not. It's a new team. Melonie Mac flavor vape. This is a Melonie Mac flavor. I'm sorry. I just laugh. I'm laughing, man. I'm laughing at stuff. I don't have $20. Salty C. What are you, poor? What are you, poor? Huh? You poor, man? Are you a poor? All right. That's a joke. I don't think you're poor. I love you. All right, dudes. It's time for Naked Snake. It's time for Naked Snake today. Been live for about 2.5 hours. My happy ass is going to eat. I have a gaming stream tomorrow on my alt channel. It's called Camelot Live. I think this will pull it up. Go subscribe to it. I'll be playing Left 4 Dead 2 tomorrow. What do you mean you got me, Arca? What does that mean? What do you mean you got me? Don't get my ass. Don't you be posting shit up in there. Hey, Bleak in here. Mel doesn't want to ban stuff. All right, cool. Wait, what? Yeah, okay. So it never. That's one thing I never got to. Does Melonie Mac want to ban like provocative women in video games? If so, I hyper disagree. But I have not seen that take. Now, I'm quite positive she would be open to banning porn. But as far as provocative women in gaming, I've not seen that take. If somebody can forward it to me, that'd be great. I don't think I saw that. And that was the only thing I had really contention with, other than like Nuance shit. Thank you, push-ups. I love you. I appreciate you. That being said, it's time for Naked Snake, boys. It's time for Naked Snake, boys. For the 409th stream in a row. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Oh my God. Here we go. Yep, I agree with that. Sorry, I read something I completely agreed with. She pro hot Laura? Same. Hey. Same. All right, boys. Let's do Naked Snake. X409. It's time for Naked Snake for the 409th time. Oh, by the way, I've done Naked Snake in front of Melonie. She loved it. She was like, woo, this is great. Yeah, hell yeah. But it wasn't for lustful reasons. Okay? So don't you think any different. Damn you. The Griff took her June book. Well, I mean, like she stated, she changed her mind and she she became a Christian and started reading the Bible. So I think it's fair. She changed her mind, right? The difference is trying to defend your previous takes. If she would have tried to defend her previous takes, oh, this is why I was okay with blah 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 blah, and actually I don't disagree with it anymore, right? But she said I disagree with that now. I changed my mind, which I think is fair. People can change their mind, right? All right, here we go. Oh my God, Max Sword. We had 700 people watching tonight. We had almost 1,000 on Twitter. Get the hell on it, doggone it. I love you guys so much. Time for Naked Snake. This is for you guys and Melonie. I love you guys. Thank you, Maxon. Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate that. It's time, boys. It's time. Let's do this. Big shout out to Sean Smith. Saw him in chat and didn't say anything. I love you, dude. Here we go.
What a thrill.
Donna.
With darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching.
409 in a row. Twisting on board. James.
What a fear in my heart. But you're so super.
Mick Stella. Snake eater in my time. There be nobody else. Crying. It's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
Someday we'll go red. Someday you feed on a tree frog. It's a trial to survive. For the day we see.
Oh my God! I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time stamp, there be nobody else. Crying, it's the way I fly to you. Thank you, Steph. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. 409 times in a row, boys. Amazing. Amazing. Uh-oh. Here we go. Thank you guys so much for your love, your support. The amazing way you kiss on my lips cannot be ignored. I appreciate you and I love you. You guys are the best people I know, the greatest people I know. Thank you guys so much for all your love, your support. Z, you gonna catch up someday. Doubt it. Doubt it. Get the hell on it. Doggone it. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are goated. You're the goats. Melonie disproves. I doubt it. People keep saying Ballard raid time. All right, we'll raid Ballard then. I was gonna raid Barra Dark, but Derek Huda said it. Sean said it. Guess we're gonna raid Ballard. They better acknowledge it, or else they're fired. Ballard raid. Make sure you go say Cam raid in the chat. By the way, make sure you say Cam raid in the chat. Very, very important. I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow playing Left 4 Dead with some peeps. If you want to play Left 4 Dead with me, let me know. I'm sure we'll have Billy's goofy ass on there. Thank you, Steph. And I'm sure I'd like to see Karis, but Karis is usually traveling or doing stuff. So get on it, doggone it. See you guys on the next one. Love you, Melonie. Appreciate you. Get on it, doggone it. Yeah, I agree, Chris McGough. Hell yeah. Get on it, doggone it. I'll see you guys over.